Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, we are talking some fragrances that are perfect for late summer. You know, that time of the year when we're leaving summer, but it's still very much hot and humid, but you're getting a little bit of an itch for some of your deeper, cozier, creamier scents. If that's you, then please stay tuned. Hey friend, welcome back. If you're new here on this channel, I talk fragrance, I share a little bit of lifestyle, and in every single video, I share some encouragement. If any of those things pique your interest, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop, all right? Let's get into it. This first fragrance is what I like to call a light gourmand. So yes, you have edible smelling components in this fragrance, but it's not overwhelming. In fact, it's musky and airy. The fragrance I'm talking about is Byredo's Bal d'Afrique, but not the original. This is the Absolu du Parfum. So I don't know what it is about this fragrance, but it smells so intoxicating. Ugh. I just love the way this smells. It has some juicy fruits at the top. At the mid, we have a sticky sweet praline. And at the base, we have a black amber. And I feel like in addition to that sticky sweet praline, maybe the black amber is why this one smells incredibly intoxicating. Black amber is a very interesting synthetic fragrance note. It kind of gives off a musk, so more of the skin scent type of musk. It's subtly witty and it's just a really interesting fragrance note. And I think that's what it is about this fragrance. I think it is a little animalic, and that is why I find it incredibly intoxicating. It's so good. So this fragrance is light and juicy, but it is extremely luxurious smelling and very polished and put together, which is what Byredo is known for. Very clean and polished smelling fragrances. However, this one, unlike the original, is extremely long lasting. It lasts forever. Not only that, the sillage lasts forever as well. So this is an incredibly high performing fragrance in my opinion. It smells so good, and to me it's just so impressive. This is Bal d'Afrique Absolu du Parfum by Byredo. Next up we have a solar fruit. This is Lattafa's Abiyedh Passion. So I love this fragrance because it is fruity, it's musky, but it's also creamy and very sweet. I love the way the passion fruit is done in this fragrance. Although this fragrance has been compared a lot to Armani's Power of You, in my opinion, I think this one smells different. And one of the reasons why is because the passion fruit is done differently in either fragrance. So in Power of You, I feel like the passion fruit is very punchy and tart, and the fragrance overall carries more of a juicy, more of a juice-like presence, as opposed to this fragrance. The passion fruit in this fragrance is smoother around the edges, not quite as punchy or tart, and this fragrance overall has more of a creamy feel, and it definitely has a sun-kissed feel, hence the categorization of a solar fruit. This is the perfect late summer fragrance because it has that tropical fruit, it has those solar elements, but it also feels very creamy and substantial. So when you start getting an itch for those creamier scents, this one will definitely scratch that itch for sure. This is Abiyedh Passion by Lattafa. The next category is a rich and creamy floral, and this next fragrance fits perfectly into that category. This is Nafais Shark by Ker-leen. You all know how much I love this fragrance. I think it is phenomenal, and that is primarily because of how rich and velvety and smooth and creamy and even silky the white florals feel in this perfume. It is so good. This bears a lactonic quality. It's vanillic, it's smooth, it's powerful, it's long lasting. It is just perfection for those of you who really enjoy your white floral scents. This one, just like the first fragrance, is also so intoxicating to my nose. When I start wearing it, I cannot stop. I can't put it down. It is so good. There's just something about it that keeps me coming back. This one feels animalic as well. Just like Bal d'Afrique Absolu du Parfum, this one has something about it that's giving animalic, but it's not musk because there isn't musk in this fragrance. I think in this one, what's doing it could be the white floral, the gardenia that they have in this perfume, and whatever they use to give off that gardenia-like scent. I think that's what's making this one come across as animalic, extremely intoxicating. It has this skin-like musk somewhere in the background. Because of how rich and lactonic and creamy this fragrance is, it is perfection for late summer when you're starting to want to wear some of your creamier, richer, and sweeter scents. This is Nafais Shark by Ker-leen. This next category is called Fruity But Deep, and this fragrance is exactly that. This is Numero Deux by Macedon Perfumes. I guess the word for today's video is intoxicating, because this is another one that I find extremely addictive and extremely intoxicating. Whenever I start wearing it, I just keep coming back for more. This is so good, y'all. I love the way this opens up with the peach, the cacao, the nectar, and then the pièce de résistance, the black pepper, a welcome surprise to those beautiful, sweet, and rich top notes. It is incredible because it elevates this fragrance in the opening. And then I love the vanilla and the benzoin on the dry down, so creamy, so rich. And you have a patchouli that more so supports the performance and longevity of this fragrance. All of those elements make this fragrance smell very polished, very put together. So yes, it's fruity, it's rich, it has these creamy aspects, but it also feels deep and nuanced. There's a kiss of florals at the mid, that black pepper is just chef's kiss in the opening, and then you have those really substantial base notes that makes this smell very polished, very put together. I would wear this on a date night. I would wear this anytime in the evening. I'm gonna wear this all fall and winter because it's definitely substantial enough to withstand those cooler months. But this one, in my opinion, is gorgeous year-round. So this is the perfect kind of scent for late summer because it's substantial, but it's not cloying or overwhelming. It gives a fruitiness that is anchored by some of those bolder and richer notes like the black pepper, the patchouli, the benzoin, and the vanilla. This is Numero Deux by Macedon Perfumes. And last but certainly not least, this next category is the airy vanilla. Personally, I feel like everyone should have an airy or musky sort of vanilla in their perfume collection. And this fragrance fits that description perfectly. This is Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. So when I first picked this fragrance up, I wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and every time I smell this, it takes me right back to that time when I first received it. I opened it up. I remember it so vividly. When I first received this, I thought it was going to be a lot richer and creamier than it was. And it took me a while to get used to this scent profile. But once I did, I was all in. And as you can see, I have truly loved this fragrance. What I love about this one is just how airy it feels. It opens up with sugar. Then at the mid, we have vanilla and tonka bean. And then at the base, you have benzoin and musk. And in my opinion, the notes that shine the most are the tonka bean, the sugar, and the musk. That's pretty much what you're getting with this fragrance. So picture a crème brûlée with the torched sugar crystals on top, and then picture your spoon puncturing that top layer and delving deep into that cream. But the cream in this case feels lighter and more air whipped than your typical crème brûlée. That's what this fragrance gives. It honestly smells like I am standing inside of a bakery somewhere in Paris. This one is so delicious. So it goes without saying, this one is perfect for late summer because it's airy, it's musky, it carries and follows you like a vanilla scented cloud. And when I say cloud, I do mean cloud. When I first got this, I was nose blind to it. I really felt like it wasn't projecting, but everyone could smell it except for me. And so that is how musky and airy this one is. So it's perfect for when you're ready for a vanilla fragrance, but maybe some of your other vanillas are too cloying, too rich, and just too dense for hot and humid weather. For me, in those instances, it's Escapade Gourmande to the rescue. This is Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. If you've made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. I hope that I was able to share some inspo with you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like on your way out. And if you enjoyed this kind of fragrance content, I make lots of it over here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also be sure to turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. And before I go today, I wanted to share a little bit of encouragement with you if you are in a transition phase. So just like we talked about the transition of seasons today, sometimes you may be faced with a transition in life. Maybe you are moving or changing positions or getting out of a relationship, whatever that transition may look like for you today. If you have been feeling weighed down, overwhelmed, unsure of yourself, unsure of the future, I want to remind you today that even in those times of transition and uncertainty, God is working quietly on your behalf in the background. And I love how it says in Exodus 14:14 that the Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. So if that is you today, you don't have to carry everything. You don't have to carry that weight and that pressure of the situation. Instead, give it to God each and every day verbally. Cast your cares onto Him and say, God, today I feel this. And I'm giving it to you today and asking you to replace it with your peace, asking you to replace it with your calm, with your wisdom and your direction. Trust His timing and just keep moving forward in faith. And honestly, that is a reminder for me today as well. So as always, I will be over here reflecting on the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Mwah!